All right, all you party people, welcome to episode 6. That's right, not 1, not 4, but 6. We haven't been canceled yet of the Films with Ferrell podcast. I'm excited for all of you people to be joining us here today. We've got a good one today, folks. This actually got me to do something that I haven't done in a good couple years. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actually going to the movie theater, sitting down, buying some overpriced popcorn, having an adult beverage or two, actually drinking my weight in Sprite as well. Going for the large popcorn, going butter throughout, just going nuts, taking out a small private loan to go to the movie theater and actually get myself some food. Unfortunately, this was the only place where I could actually go and see this movie. I've been talking about it a little bit here. It's M. Night Shyamalan's 2021 Old. Not young, not middle-aged, but old. That's right. So we got to the movie theater here for the first time in a very long time. Excited to talk to you guys about this movie. Even more excited with this movie, with going to the movie theater, going out. It presents a whole new area for more sponsors. So we are pleased at the Films with Ferrell's headquarters. Absolutely pleased to be partnering up here, episode 6, with Irma's Edibles. That special feel-good for even Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Irma's Edibles. Folks, strap in. Let's get after it. All right, gang. So, like I mentioned, headed out to the movie theater. Spent a decent amount of coin on food, drinks, more drinks, movie tickets. The most beautiful thing about the movie theater right now is the fact that they have seat warmers. They have recliners. I mean, it's a whole new experience from those plastic little shitty seats that you used to sit on growing up. This is like a life of luxury. Sometimes if I'm driving in my car and it's a little bit chilly outside, I'll put that heated seat on there. Warm up the ass a little bit, warm up the back a little bit. Same thing here. You're maybe the movie theater's got the air conditioning running a little bit too high. We're just gonna hit that little heated seat button a little bit, just get a nice little a warm feeling there all over the body, which is always nice. So pretty stoked to go to the movie theater. I used to love going there as a weekly event. Just growing up, and obviously with COVID, things kind of shutting down. So finally was able to get back out there and go see this movie. When I watched the trailers for this movie, I'm not like a huge M. Night Shyamalan fan. I've seen a lot of the movies. I dig his concepts. I dig his originality, but I don't like scary movies. So there's my fun fact. Not a huge scary movie guy. So I really wasn't sure what to expect when I saw this movie. I'm thinking, hey, might as well just start pounding some energy drinks because I'm not going to be sleeping tonight. I just not knowing what's going on. It wasn't that scary, to be honest with you. The trailer kind of just lets you know exactly what's going on. A group of people go to an island. Excuse me. The island still has some sort of, or I guess it's actually a beach. The beach has some mystical powers, and it makes you rapidly age. That's basically the movie in a nutshell. The trailer did it for you. The trailer kind of showed you everything throughout. So, as a viewer, I really didn't know what to expect going into this movie. Did really no research. Apparently, this movie was filmed during the height of the pandemic. M. Night Shyamalan very proud that not a single cast or crew member actually got COVID or, sick throughout the filming of this movie. So that was pretty cool. Hey, that we're out there, we're making movies during the pandemic, nobody's getting sick. It was an interesting movie. I really didn't know what the fuck to expect going into this. I'm thinking, hey, they're living on an island. Next thing you know, maybe Bruce Willis comes out and he saves everybody, but he's been dead the whole time. And then maybe Mark Wahlberg comes out, and I don't know. I'm just kind of going off of some of the facts that I know about some M. Night Shyamalan movies. So that was really it. If you haven't checked it out, please do. It's old, came out 2021. It is in movie theaters, so you can't really put this on pause and just go sit on the couch and stream it. You need to get your butt to the movie theater, watch that, come back, come talk to me, let me know what your thoughts are towards this movie. The reviews have been kind of mixed. Some people like it, some people absolutely hate it, some people kind of middle of the road. I'm a middle of the road guy when it comes to this one. It didn't do anything to blow me away. It didn't do anything to say, hey, this movie absolutely fucking sucked. Kind of just a middle of the road. I like the originality to it. M. Night Shyamalan, pretty original director when it comes to that. as well. Thought it was cool. He's actually in the movie. He puts himself in at least one role. I think he was in there twice, but at least one solid role throughout. But yeah, I mean, overall, solid movie. I would recommend you checking it out before we kind of dive deeper into some more original thoughts on what we thought was going on in terms of what's going on, what's not going on, folks. If you haven't tried Irma's edibles yet, you need to get on the train. If you're looking for just that easy little edible to kind of take the chill out, lay on the couch. Watch some TV. If you're looking to, have a night out on the town, if you're looking to go walk the dog, if you're looking to go to the movies, if you're looking to kind of relieve that back pain, if you like candy, if you like edibles, if you like all things, all things Irma, check it out. Pleasantly surprised, very glad to have Irma and her staff as part of the Films with Ferrell family, folks. So strap in, strap on, giggle, giggle. We'll be back here in a little bit. Okay, folks, so like I mentioned, we're going over some spoilers, going over some general thoughts on the movie. I really didn't know what to expect, okay? So this family goes on vacation, just like any family would. The mom finds this deal online. So hey, boom, they fly to some weird ass area, and here they are. The whole family seemed to be like an English family, yet they're telling the audience that they're from Philadelphia. I would call some bullshit on that, but hey, who am I to know what exactly is going on with that family? So they're going on. All of a sudden, they're presented with going to this special little beach. It's very secluded. The family would love it. Next thing you know, a couple other families are going to the same beach. They're all hanging out. The kids are playing around. They find a dead body. Next thing you know, like some old lady dies. People are aging. And these 6, 7-year-olds are just growing to be 14, 15, and it's just freaking everybody the fuck out. It just kind of keeps going throughout there. Cool. Like the trailer pretty much showed that entire thing. So you knew that was going to happen. Pretty weird that these 6-year-olds, turn into like 18, 19-year-olds, if I had to best guess. Next thing you know, the one has a baby. So that was just really weird that nobody even seemed to talk about. These two kids just disappear into a tent, I guess do what teenage kids do, even though they were just kind of 6, maybe a couple hours ago, which is a little bit weird. But next thing you know, the little girl comes out just rocking a big pregnant belly, and then they deliver the baby. There was no real talks. Apparently the kid thought you had to have sex 10 times before you could get someone pregnant. So you folks at home listening, 10 times is not the accurate number. Apparently it's just 1. So that was kind of weird. The acting was just, I didn't know if in pieces, if it was going to be a comedy movie, if it was going to be a drama, if it was going to be suspense, if it was going to be a thriller. I really didn't know. At one point, there's a doctor on the island, and he's performing a surgery on the one mother, the mother of the children. She's got a tumor that has just started growing rapidly, obviously because they're aging very quick on the island. And he keeps saying, "What's the movie with Marlon Brando and Jack Nicholson? What's the movie?" And I'm thinking, I didn't know that those two were in a movie together. But hey, this is maybe I'm waiting for a punchline the entire movie. You don't even find out. Through IMDb, I was able to find out that hey, it was Missouri Breaks. The Missouri Breaks. That's the movie with both of them in it. So if you've watched it and you were trying to figure out what the fuck that movie was, hey, it's Missouri Breaks. Some other weird thoughts behind the movie. It's, towards the end, you find out, hey, these two young kids are kind of just trying to enjoy their last little bits of freedom before they try to escape again and ultimately probably die. They just buried their parents. They're just chilling right there. The son mentions, hey, I forgot to open up this secret code that he had been given from his little island best friend that he just met like 2 days prior. And the code states, once he cracks it, hey, my uncle who runs the island doesn't like the coral. Next thing you know, we're panning out to a coral reef. Now, people have tried to swim out. They're knocked unconscious. People have tried to run out. They're trying to get knocked unconscious. And ultimately, the two main characters, the brother and the sister, are able to escape the aging island by going and swimming underneath the coral. So rule number one, if you are going to an island and befriend a local native who gives you a secret code, a secret message, how about you decode that shit in the beginning of the fucking movie, bud? All right? I mean, you do that, your mom, your dad, guess what? They're alive. You're not rocking that 5 o'clock, 50-year-old shadow and gray hair. Okay? A lot of people probably could have been saved if you take on that responsibility of opening up a secret code. Rule number one for all of you playing at home, for all of you getting ready to go on, your summer vacations. If you're given a secret code, let's crack that secret code a lot earlier in the movie. Could have saved everybody. Not that he's going to have to live with that for the rest of his life, but hey, what the fuck? The second part, it was, the movie had an interesting concept to it. So they're on the island, on the aging island, and the people that run this resort are all scientists. They're able to kind of pick these terminally ill people, these people suffering from these very, crazy diseases, and they're able to kind of, drug them, give them medicine in the form of drinks, and are able to kind of tell how these medicines work with the rapidly aging beach that they're on. For instance, the one lady has seizures. She didn't have a seizure for, I believe they said 16 hours, which equates to, a long ass time. So they're like, hey, great. We can now get this medicine out to people that have seizures and try to cure this illness. So, at the end of the day, these people on the island are just trying to, sacrifice the small for the large, which I get. I thought that part was a very interesting concept. But still, you're fucking people's lives. You're killing people. You're killing kids. You really can't be doing that stuff if you're, if you're a resort. I think it's frowned upon. Won't really get you on the good Yelp reviews either. So I thought that was kind of like an interesting concept. But, here, at the end of the movie, you have these two 50-year-old brother and sister going up to, a police officer that they met 2 days ago with a notebook of all these missing people that were in there that they had found from, I guess, the previous island tenants. And next thing you know, like, everybody on the island's just getting, arrested, taken into custody. What I want to know, what are two 50-year-olds going to be doing when they were just 6 years old about 2 days ago? They're going to go live with their aunt. Now, I don't know how old their aunt is. Their aunt's in this make-believe Philadelphia region, which I don't think that they're originally from, but hey, I digress. What the fuck are they going to do with the rest of their lives? They're 50 years old. Are they going to write a book? Are they going to go on 60 Minutes? Are they going to do something to kind of have some sort of sustaining cash? Because these kids were, coloring in coloring books maybe 2 days ago, and now they, should be almost at retirement, hating their lives, having kids of their own, but they really can't do that. I guess their minds are evolving a little bit more, but I really don't know what they're going to be doing. So, that was kind of a question that I was left asking towards the end of the movie. That was probably my only question, just because everything else kind of gets wrapped up in some sadistic little bow. But yeah, overall, I really didn't know what to expect towards this movie. It was interesting. It wasn't scary. There were no nightmares like I had been anticipating. Just kind of left wondering, hey, is there an island somewhere where people can age crazy amounts and, shit's getting fixed? But probably not. But I don't know. So, I mean, I'm kind of left after seeing this movie, just kind of a middle of the road. I'm not giving it a thumbs up. I'm not giving it a crazy thumbs down. I'm going to give it one thumb sideways, and that thumb is going to be kind of pointing down just a little bit. I thought this movie could have been a lot more well done. I thought we could have added some crazier elements to it. It was really kind of just all filmed for the most part outside, and I didn't know what it was. Was it a thriller? Was it a drama where there's some comedic element? I just didn't know. I didn't really have a strong feeling either way towards this movie. But this movie actually got my ass to go out to the movie theater, pay money to go see it. But I think the highlight for me of the whole movie was definitely the nice little ass warmers that we had in the seats. And the fact that you could just kind of sit with your feet up, and that was good. So, I mean, if you're looking to go to the movie theater, if you're looking to maybe have a nap, put the feet up, definitely check out the movie Old. But other than that, I really just didn't I don't know. I wanted to like this movie a lot. I could really give two shits about the characters. Either way, was it sad that these 6-year-olds just had to say goodbye to their parents in the period of a day? Yeah. Was it sad that, all of these characters were dying? Yeah, but I just didn't feel the development was there for me to even give two shits. I don't know if it was the Sprite, the buttery popcorn, or just my general disinterest towards this movie. But yeah, so we were just kind of left thinking like, I guess I'll go home and maybe watch something else now. So in conclusion, like I said, it was somewhat of an original movie. So I'm giving some points there. Other than that, I really just didn't care for the overall story, the characters, anything like that. I did like the fact that I got to go to the movie theater. I got to overindulge in popcorn and Sprite. I got to sit on a nice, comfy recliner with some heated seats. So those were the big wins for me. So if you're big into heated seats, popcorn, and liters of cola, this movie was definitely. Maybe not for you. Maybe any movie would be for you. Just go to the movie theater and you'd be fine. But yeah, folks, appreciate you making the journey here with me today. Really appreciate too. We thankful to actually have two separate reviews now on the old podcast. Haven't made our way to YouTube yet, but two reviews on the old podcast. We have one from Mr. Rug Representative, and another person that chose to put my name as the name for the podcast. So if you are going around the podcast, don't think I'm giving myself my own clap on the back. My arms can't really reach that far in the back. We're mobile, but we're not that mobile. So really appreciate you two making some time there, hitting the 5-star review right there like we're playing Uber. Other than that, folks, really appreciate you making the time here today. And more importantly, really want to shout out Irma's Edibles. Again, folks, why smoke a danky bowl when you can pound candy like a troll? Irma's Edibles. Folks, we'll see you next time.